It is finally spring, and that always makes me want to read about garden magic. So here are some of my recommendations if you also want to read about magical gardens. First, we'll start with Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. This is YA magical realism about a family that are kind of the caretakers of the gardens of an estate, but the women in this family both have magic to grow anything, but are also cursed to always lose the ones they love. But one day, the gardens give them something back when a boy appears out of the earth with no memory of who he is or where he came from. And this creates some tension between the cousins, but it also eventually reveals some of the history of the land that they live on. Next is Garden Spells by Sarah Addison Allen, and the title says it all. This is kind of in the vein of something like Practical Magic, but maybe a little more cozy. We're following two sisters who are quite opposite from one another. They come from ancestral magic, and they are reconnecting when one of them is fleeing a very dangerous situation and comes home to their ancestral home, which also has a magical garden with an apple tree that throws apples at people to try and give them premonitions. This one also has cozy baking magic. If you want something that is more like pure cozy high fantasy, I would recommend the Spell Shop series, specifically the second book. They both have some garden-y vibes to them, but the second book, The Enchanted Greenhouse, is about magical greenhouses. Our main character, prior to the start of the book, had done some illegal magic, was punished by being turned into a statue, and wakes up years later on this unknown island where there are these magical greenhouses, but their magic is failing, and the caretaker of the greenhouses is hoping that she will be able to help him save them and save the magical talking plants that live in these greenhouses. And finally, if you want gardens but you want a little bit of horror year-round, even in the springtime, I would recommend Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews. This is YA horror with botanical body horror, where we are following our main character, Evander, who has a mysterious illness that means he has to be secluded in his room when one day his guardian mysteriously dies and the guardian's relatives descend upon the manor. So he is trying to figure out what happened to his guardian, what's going on with a creepy garden out back, and defend himself and the inheritance from these relatives. And his only ally is his guardian's grandson, who hates him. Do you have any favorite garden magic reads? I would love to know. I love magical gardens, so I'm always looking for more to read.